Thrillionaires, as promised, let's talk about the Odyssey. In fact, in this case, the original Odyssey. First of all, what is an Odyssey? An Odyssey is like a journey. And there are two things that Thrillionaires around the world have asked us for more than anything else. Number one is help us. Support us in the Thrillionaire experience. Give us encouragement, tools, skills, etc. to check off items on our bucket list. And number two is financial education. How do I find a ways of funding the Thrillionaire experience? Our number one group, as mentioned many times, is Become a Millionaire, which Nick, myself, and others have done and have a lot of experience in helping others to do the same thing. So the purpose of the Odyssey is twofold. A, help a person check off a bucket list item, and B, help them transform their mind toward a prosperity consciousness. Now let me check my cheat sheet down here and give you what the Odyssey is made up of. First of all, it's 10 weeks, so 10 weeks. In those 10 weeks, each week you are going to get a module, so that's going to be 10 modules that are going to be coming. Each module is going to contain an entire ebook. So the whole thing, just like the ebook that I sent to you guys a couple of days ago that was Think and Grow Rich, 10 more. So 10 ebooks are going to be, and then in each, along with each ebook, will be 10 sets of exercises, so 10 exercises, all of which are designed to transform your mind into a space of prosperity consciousness, as well as push forward through the stages of checking off a bucket list item, through the Thrillionaire experience. Now, imagine spending 10 weeks with Nick Halleck. Nick is committed that anybody that goes through the Odyssey is going to transform their consciousness to coming into a place of massive prosperity and abundance. As you can see, this is a serious program. This is quite a bit of work, and what we're going to do is going to get together on 10 teleseminars with the Thrillionaires coaching team and Nick, and we're going to be each week going through an ebook, doing the exercises, pushing things forward to help you both check off the bucket list and transform your consciousness. So imagine that, 10 full weeks with Nick Halleck. Now, let me just take a look at my cheat sheet. What am I missing here? Yes, indeed, that's what it is. All over the world, we are then going to get together. This is the original Odyssey. There's only going to be one original Odyssey. This is it. There's only going to be one Odyssey that we guarantee one mighty big factor. Let me write it down right here. Nick. Nick is attached to this Odyssey. Do you know how hard it is to corral Nick? You know what Nick likes to do? He's getting ready to go to the space station. He wants to go jump and do a halo jump at Everest. He's getting ready to go back down into the Crystal Caves in Mexico. To get Nick reined in for 10 weeks to capture what he knows, what his brain contains, and give that back to you is really, really hard. He wants to be hanging out with you, Thrillionaires all over the world. This has not been easy. Therefore, Nick has promised me one Odyssey. This one, the original Odyssey. That's it. After that, he said, hey, you know, I'm not sure, maybe, I don't know, I've got things I've got to be doing. When it's things I've got to be doing, that's kind of like setting up the dive boat to the Britannica, which is the sister ship of the Titanic, which is off the coast of Greece, in one piece, and he's currently negotiating to dive down and visit that. You want to go along? We're definitely going to be taking some Thrillionaires on that trip. So, the big thing here is, not only is this an amazing program, but this particular time, the original Odyssey, the one original Odyssey, it includes Nick. So now, I want you to fast forward, future pace with me a little bit. It's a couple years later. How are you going to feel if, for the sake of, I don't know, whatever the reason, you don't have one of these on your profile page, signifying that you were a member of the original Odyssey. Ask yourself that question. There's only going to be one. There's only going to be a small group of people that have the original Odyssey. In fact, let me share this with you right now. 100 places available. That's it. There are 100 spots. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry there's only 100 spots. Nick felt that in order to give you, the people who join the original Odyssey, the amount of attention that you deserve, we're going to limit the original Odyssey to 100 people participating in the original Odyssey. So, if you want to be a part of this, you got to jump on this immediately. Oh yeah, one other thing. Nick thought it would be really cool if the original Odyssey members and the Pioneer 100, the first 100 people to check off a bucket list item from the day the race begins, which, by the way, are likely to be a whole bunch of people that are in the original Odyssey being coached by Nick, if we got together for a special event all over the world after the Odyssey concludes at the end of January. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at where are the biggest concentration of members of the original Odyssey, and we're going to go on a world tour. And we're going to have an event, a prosperity mind empowerment event with Nick Halleck and all members of the original Odyssey. The event is going to be free, 100% included in the original Odyssey. So let me just summarize this whole thing again, because to me this is really an amazing testament to what Nick is willing to give in honor of our grand opening. 10 weeks, 10 modules, 10 ebooks, 10 exercises to go along with the ebooks, Prosperity Consciousness, 10 teleseminars with Nick, and an event to commemorate the original Odyssey after the whole thing is concluded in various locations around the globe, from the United States to the Middle Range, which is the UK, South Africa, all the way down under to Australia, New Zealand. So that's what we're talking about. I got a question for you. As we did yesterday, getting lots and lots of feedback, all of which Nick has asked me for, I want to ask you, what do you think the value of the original Odyssey, 100 people only, with Nick, 10 weeks, is worth? So do me a quick favor and answer the survey. It's going to take you less than a minute. Below, what's the original Odyssey worth? And I will have all of the results tomorrow, when I'm going to reveal A, the VIP program details, B, the original Odyssey details, and C, the start of the race. That's right, the beginning of the race. And oh yeah, that hint that I gave yesterday, let me just remind you, if you want a head start in the point standings on the Adventure Point system, fill out the stages of your bucket list now. Because when it starts, and we're talking just a couple of days away, when it starts, you will have all those points already accumulated. They will show up below your picture on your profile page. Boom, all these points. And I got to tell you, there are some people, because I can see the inside of the machine, I can see inside the system, there are a couple people that are already, not even a couple, a bunch of people who are already rolling pretty hard to get that head start. So I encourage you, jump in there, fill out the stages of your bucket list, do me a quick favor. What is all of this worth, including the event with Nick after the original Odyssey? Drop me a quick survey, and tomorrow I'm revealing it all. And get ready, because the race is about to begin.